I just wanted to comment on something from the last video. I was talking about using the battery charger, how you need an old school charger that's not electronic. And there's a couple people that put comments in there saying that you could use a new charger, but you have to hook it up to a battery first and then have wires go from the battery into the electrolysis. I've never tried it, but I've heard multiple people say it works, so I'm going to trust them that it's the truth. All right, it's about 7 in the morning the next day. It's 37 degrees out. Let's check out the rust soup, hopefully. All right, we got some rust soup growing here, still bubbling like crazy. So we'll just let it sit and do its thing all day. And when I come home from work, the wheels are in there like this. I might flip them down 90 degrees so that the inside area is facing the brake rotors. But so far, so good. You still see a lot of bubbles. It's kind of funny. There's almost like a line down here and up here. And that's the edge of where the wheels are. So you can kind of see, like, to the right and left of that is where all the rust soup is. And to the middle of that, the sea is kind of calm. But pretty cool, huh? All right, so it's like 8:20 at night now, and it's still bubbling in there. It's still cooking. You see it bubbling? I'm dying to check it out, but I'm gonna let it go some more. Why not, right? And I was really thinking about taking the wheels and flipping them 90 degrees, but then I look at that rusty junk inside. I don't want to stick my hand in there. So we'll see. All right, I'm gonna do it here. Let's see. I'm gonna unplug this thing. And then I'm gonna stir this up a little bit. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's working good. It's working good. Cool. It's working, man. See all that orange looking paint? It's all just soft, and in fact, look, I was taking my fingernail here. Comes right off. See that blackness under there? That's the chemical reaction turning the rust into the black. Yeah, dude, this is awesome. It's gonna be mint. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. I'm happy with that. We'll plug it back in and let it go for another day. Why not? Cool. All right, it's the next morning. 31 degrees out. It's still bubbling down there. See those bubbles coming out? Still going. Let's see what we're pulling on our amp meter over here. We're still pulling maybe 2 or 3 amps. So it's still working. We've got a nice little yellow spot over there. It looks like a maple leaf made its way in. That's cool. Maybe tomorrow morning we'll pull it out, because I'm not gonna have time tonight after work. All right, let's see. Let me unhook my connector here from the ground clamp. All right, let's see if we can grab it by the metal here and take it out. Yep, that's gonna be awesome. Cool. It's heavy. I'm just trying to let it drain off. Be right back. All right, so I hosed off the rims with a garden hose, and for some reason the video never came out, so you missed it. So pretend I just hosed them off, and then we're here. Man, that works awesome. I mean, you saw how easy that was. I just took that hose, just blasted that junk right off. Barely even touched it. I'll get the wire brush and we'll just hit it. I gotta take these bolts off that I got those the wire attached to them with, and try it out. All right, check this out. I'm just taking this wire brush, one-handed, and all the paint's coming off. So I'm just gonna go around the rim, get all that paint off. Just take a minute. All right, so I used this brush and did the whole wheel. That brush was too big to get into the middle, so I used this little welding brush here. This thing's half worn out, so it didn't help too much, but literally I didn't even spend 5 minutes with the brush, and the wheel is down to bare metal on the whole entire thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse it off again with the hose, I still got this one to do. But again, like, look at how much better it is. I think what I'm actually going to do is put it back in the electrolysis now that the paint's off, and that will really let the rust in the middle of the rim here be attacked better. But yeah, so let's do that. Let's scrape the paint off. We're going to put it back in for a little bit, and I think I'm going to get some phosphoric acid and cover these wheels with it before we paint them. But yeah, I'm really happy with this, guys. This is awesome. All right, I just rinsed them off. Again, I just hit them with this hand wire brush. You see all this paint chips and everything it made here. I'm actually going to put the wire back on and put them back in the tank for the rest of the day. And then we'll get some of that phosphoric acid, and maybe tomorrow morning we'll hit them with that. That'd be nice. All right, so I put the wheels back in. I hooked up the charger. It's already shot up to almost 5 amps a draw. Instead of having the wheels this way, I turned them each 90 degrees this time, so they're going side to side. And I don't know, we'll see what happens. Anyways, electrolysis. If you're not in a rush, it's the bomb. All right, so this is stupid, but I forgot about the stuff here. I've been so busy with things. It's been sitting in here for 3 weeks or so, and I never touched it. And you can see it's still doing its thing. But I'm going to unplug my battery charger here. I had put it inside the garage, so if it rains, it doesn't get wet. So let me unplug it. Now let's see what the heck we got here. Unhook my wires. Let's see. Nice. That's awesome. Nice black rims. I'm happy. That's awesome. Hey, that's cool. Well, it seemed to do the trick. Pretty nice. Whatever paint's left just comes right off. I think I'm going to fire up my pressure washer and pressure wash them. All right, let's fire up the pressure washer here. Well, guys, I'm going to call that a success. Look at those things. They're awesome. I got a little bit of paint up here that I missed, so I'll hit that one more time. A little bit on this one. Awesome. Total success. I'll just get around this little crevice here on both of them. And I am one happy camper, I'll tell you that. I blew all the grease out of the middle. All the old grease that was in there out. Still a little in there, but dude, talk about awesome, huh? Well, they've been sitting outside drying off for about a half hour, and they've already flash rusted, which is just what I expected was going to happen. And yeah, that stinks, huh? We're going to use some phosphoric acid on them, but not until they all dry off, so we got to wait a little more. Well, once again, time got away from me, and I was talking about letting the wheels dry off, and then I ran out of time and too busy, so a week went by, and now look where we're at. Well, the wheels have been sitting in the garage for a week, and they flash rusted a little bit. It's hard to see in the lighting I have here. So I'm just going to hit them with this metal brush for a minute. I do need to replace these bearing races and bearings. Those things are totally shot. I have some somewhere. I just want to get paint on these right now. That's my main goal. But I hit this one with the wire brush. It's not so bad. Then we're going to paint them with phosphoric acid after this, and it should kill all that rust. Right, here's what I got at Home Depot. It is phosphoric acid, and I don't know if it actually tells you the ingredients anywhere, but that's what it's supposed to be. Now they don't really tell you the ingredients, but they talk about phosphorizing here, so it's definitely phosphoric acid. And you know, I think we're going to go for it here. So I got a little container and a little chip brush, and we're just going to paint this on the rims, and it's supposed to take whatever rust that's left and get rid of it. Let's give it a shot. Right, let's see, I got about 2 cups in here. It's kind of green looking. Let's see what happens if I paint this on. That's not so bad, huh? It's pretty simple. I'm going to paint all these rims up, get them all coated, and then we'll come back and see what happens. That's cool. Let's see what happens. I mean, there's some spots on here that the rust still looks yellow from the flash rust. This is supposed to eat that all or neutralize it or something. I don't know. But we'll see what happens, I guess, huh? By the way, it's about 34 degrees out right now. It was 23 this morning. So it's pretty cold. It's really... I wanted to have this project done by now because these are going to be the front wheels for my snow plowing tractor. Luckily, there's no snow in the forecast right now. It snowed the other night. Got about 1 inch of wet snow. And it warmed up and turned to rain, and it was gone when I woke up in the morning. What I call the magic eraser. Yeah, it barely takes any of this stuff to coat it really nice. So whatever I don't use here, I'm just going to pour back into that container. Yeah, that's... I mean, hasn't even been 2 minutes. I'm almost done. Can't beat that, huh? And just let it sit out here in the sun and do its thing, I guess. Cool. Yeah, I started with 8 ounces, roughly, and I still roughly have 8 ounces. So, I mean, I really barely used any. I don't know. I'll come back later and see what happens. That's a wrap for now. Well, my electrolysis pail has ice on it. That's how cold it is. That's actually pretty thick. I mean, it's probably 1/2 inch thick. Oh, that's some cold water. Yeah, maybe 3/8 of an inch. Ooh, that's cold. I was gonna just clean off my brush in that junk. Whew. Gotta clean all this crap up before winter comes here. That's my goal this weekend. Get winter ready here. All right, nice. All right, I got the wheels out in the sun. I should be ready to throw some rusty metal primer on, I hope. Oh, it's still wet. Not cool. I think water's coming out of the center. This side's dry. Maybe we'll hit this side real quick. Oh, this sucks, all this water, huh? It's making a rusty mess. Not cool. All right, we got some rusty metal primer on here. A little bit. Come back in a little bit and flip them and do the other side. I got the Rust-Oleum satin white on here. I about smoked a can. I got one coat on there. I think this is the only can I have, so I might have to buy another one. But anyways, it's about 4 o'clock here and the sun is starting to set, so I only got a half-hour of light left. I'll leave these out here until then. It's starting to get cold and moist, and then I'll bring them inside.